What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Why can't we never call it Shazam 2, 3? Don't shy away from the numbers, just give us the numbers. Fury of the Gods, man. Shazam. Shazam is back yet again, man. The film continues with the story of the Shazamily, if you will, led by Billy and his his foster siblings. And they just out here existing, saving the day. And then these gods roll up, two gods in particular. They roll up and try to get that staff that was broken at the end of the first one. They roll up to get the staff. And these are the daughters of the god Atlas. Now, if you know anything about Greek mythology, Atlas was the guy that had to hold the world up. That was his penance. He had to hold the world up. That's his job. He's just like, So whenever you see statues and stuff like that, that's Atlas holding the globe up. That's a tough gig. You got to hold the world up. Now, if you're not familiar with Shazam, Shazam is an acronym where he has the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas. That means he's holding the globe up for eternity. The power of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury. So Shazam, all those god names are supposed to be encompassed in this one individual that the wizard, bestowed the power to. At the end of the first one, he divvied up his power into his siblings, so they all had that Shazam capability. Zachary Levi returns as Shazam. Asher Angel plays the younger version of him, which is Billy Batson. So they come back for the sequel. They do a good job. One thing I noticed about Shazam is geared towards the kids. And I know there's youngsters in it, but it feels very much for the kids. Jake Dylan Grazer, who we know from the movie It, he played the young, I think his name was Freddy in It. I think his name is Freddy in this too. He's also played by Adam Brody on the grown superhero side. That kid can act, man. I liked him in It, and I liked him in this. I was like, yo, it's good to see this kid again. Rachel Zegler plays Anthea, which is the third daughter of Atlas, who is also looking for the staff, but she's not as mean-spirited as her other sisters, played by Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren. They coming in as Calypso, Athena, and they coming in as serious business. Grace Caroline Curry plays Mary Broomfield, who plays both the young version and the superhero version, who's outgrowing the foster, because she's thinking about college now. So she's trying to tell Billy, yo, man, we getting older. Stop holding on to being a kid, because you're getting older and you're going to be out of the system. So that whole family dynamic is cool, is cute, if you will, especially Megan Good's character and, her alter ego, the actual kid that she is. I feel like that's the most interesting dynamic. And the little girl is played by Faith Herman, plays the young version of Darla Dudley. And Megan Good plays her as a kid, because she's the youngest of the foster siblings. So she's really like a kid in an adult's body. And it's just adorable. It's like all she cares about is Skittles. And, she's a kid. And puppies and Skittles and kittens and all that stuff. Lucy Lewis Calypso is good. Jaimin Hunsu returns as the wizard, who was the one that originally bestowed the powers of Shazam on Billy in the first one. Like I said earlier, Helen Mirren is the other sister. And honestly, the stakes weren't high enough for me. Helen Mirren plays Hespera, and her powers are she can manipulate the air around you. She can make it cold the way you freeze. She can turn you into statues. She can just manipulate the matter around you, which is pretty damn powerful. You know what I'm saying? She can do all of that. She can make the air into a force field, and she can trap a whole city within this bubble, and Shazam can't even get out of it. So I'm just like, man, that's some wild powers. Calypso, she has chaos magic, so she can whisper in your ear and be like, yo, do this, and you do it, and then she can spread the chaos from person to person. She can be like, yo, jump off the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Just smash this museum up. And they get these weird, zombie eyes, and then they got to start doing it. And Thea, who is the younger of the old, even though they're gods and they're immortal and they're thousands of years old, she looked like she was frozen in like a teenage space. She can literally manipulate matter and like, you know, literally move buildings and like, you know, restructure the whole roof that you're standing on, and she can do all of this. And it had me thinking, like, there's one scene in particular where she's moving buildings and she hits Shazam with a skyscraper, and I'm just like, do the people in the buildings actually feel this? Like, is this really happening in real time? Is it like, because he really got hit by a building because he was knocked out for a little bit, so it's like something hit him. So I'm like, are the people in the buildings like, yo, we moving? Because she was moving the skyscrapers like this. It was just, now imagine you at work, accounts receivable, you up there, yo, did you fax the papers down to human resources because they've been on my neck? And then the whole building is shifting and moving. Are you going on about your work day? Are you coming out of the building throwing up? I got questions. And very dope power to have, but I'm just like, I'm curious to know how that power plays out to the people in the surrounding areas. It was crazy. Honestly, the action didn't really mean anything to me. The stakes weren't really that high. Character charm, sure. Everybody was charming, everybody had jokes, they were cute. Everything was cute. But as far as like adrenaline on the action, I had zero adrenaline. The stakes weren't high enough for me. The fight scenes, it was just like, you know, there was a big dragon that causes fear in other people that Lucy Liu was riding. It did nothing. It did nothing for me, man. I was just looking at it. The movie felt very much geared to kids. And people say the first one felt like that too. But the first one, I was like, all right, this is something different. But now that we're back to the kiddie, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't that invested in the villain motivation, betrayals, the plot twists. I was just like, it's whatever. And like, you know, even though it was a lot going on within the city, like, you know, stuff coming up from the ground and monsters getting unleashed in the city of Philadelphia, I was just like, there was nothing real exciting about it. It was a tad too silly. Like, Shazam was mad silly. It didn't suck, but it was just like, okay, this is cute. You know, they're having a good time. And I really liked the interactions with the characters. I'll give them that. There was like, I really liked the sense of family that they created with the foster parents and the kids. And I thought that was real dope. And like, even the wizard, he was funny. Like, Jaimin Hunsu was funny. And like, everybody was being funny. But ultimately, I was just like, this was cute. And I was just sitting there like, this is cute. With this is cute face. I was just like, this is cute. You know what I'm saying? But I had no emotion on the action, man. But forget all that, man. Y'all want to know the smooth jazz review of Shazam. Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'm giving Shazam Fury of the Gods 2.5 saxophones out of 5. It was cute. I don't think it was for me. You know what I'm saying? I think it was for the kids. And, you know, it's just. But there are 2 post-credit scenes at the end you might want to stick around for. But even in the post-credit, it's cute. All right, peeps, that's my review of Shazam Fury of the Gods. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comment section below. Did you like the first one? How'd you like the second one? I think it's going to take an L money-wise. It only did like $30 million at the box office this weekend, so that's pretty low. DC be struggling, man. Marvel is struggling too, though, low-key, because Ant-Man and quantum physics not doing that well either, man. I don't want us to get into the phase where comic book movies are fading out. I don't want to lose these comic book movies. So please, y'all, step it up. I don't want to lose the comic book movies, y'all. I don't want it to fade out. Please. I know people getting tired, man, but don't, man. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.